and welcome to today's Insta Live, and I'm so glad you're watching this. As usual, in all our Insta Lives, we talk about the right topics, the topics which are bothering many people and what many people are looking for solutions for. And yes, summer has begun in most parts of India. Summer has begun, and because of this heat, because of this humidity, the skin is getting a little more oily. The sebaceous glands are secreting more sebum, and in the morning when you wash your face and leave your house, yes, most of us look amazing. But as the day progresses, those of us who have a problem of oily skin start looking oily, shiny, muddy, dirty. So one of the problems is you do not look fresh throughout the day in the summer, especially those with oily skin. And you want to know, is there a simple solution to this? And yes, I am going to today talk about what you can do for oily skin without stepping out of your home. So I have two kinds of conversations which I have through my live series, one of which is the transforming transformations through lasers, advanced medical aesthetics, celebrity treatments, what is trending world over. Yes, you need to know that too, but at the same time, it is not everybody who's looking at transformational treatments. It's not everybody who needs transformational treatments. So it is equally important to talk about what you can do at home, what are the fun and easy ways, the right ways to take care of your skin at home and be the best version of yourself at any age. So taking care of your skin at home and being the best version at any age is one of the topics or one of the paradigms on which we rest all our conversations. Also, how to be the best version of yourself, how to have really healthy skin that is good looking despite of whatever be the season, whatever part of the world you live in, whatever be the season, even if it's extremely cold to it is extremely hot, how to take care of your skin in the changing seasons is what I am going to talk in today's Insta Live. And also on Thursday, I will be going live on Facebook where I will be talking about winter skincare versus summer skincare. Yes, there is a difference, and when you know the subtle difference and make those subtle changes in your skincare, your skin is going to glow and your skin is going to thank you for it. In Thursday Facebook, we will be talking about how you can ensure that you do not tan badly this summer, you do not develop the pigmentation patches this summer. It is becoming more and more common. I am seeing so many people writing to me, coming and meeting me from all over the world, talking about never before pigmentation patches, uneven skin tone. Yes, I will be telling you on Thursday why uneven skin tone is getting more and more common. It has never been so common and now it is really common, and what is the reason at a lifestyle level that is causing uneven skin tone is something I am going to share with you. And when I share with you the reason, I enjoy sharing with you the reason, because understanding the reason empowers you not just to understand the reason but to take corrective action. So understanding is the first step, but the next step is taking corrective action, and this corrective action which we take has to be a lifestyle modification. So if we living in a place like Mumbai, which is generally hot, which is very humid, and because of this excessive heat and humidity, most of us are spending most of our time in the air condition, which again is not a very healthy environment for the skin. It's an extremely artificial drying environment for the skin. So we have to accept it, we have to understand that this is a concern, this is a challenge, and this is the kind of environment we are dealing with. With this kind of understanding, we have to design a simple skincare regime that, in spite of this extreme heat and humidity, in spite of spending long hours in the air condition, it can still pamper your skin, it can still keep your skin healthy and elastic and fresh and glowing and looking younger than ever. Would you like it? That is exactly what I am going to be sharing with you. But people have to take corrective action according to skin type, because there is no one size fits all. Remember, there is no good product. We have to go find the right product for us, and the right product is something that is going to take care of your skin needs, your skin problems, and your aspirational desires. Yes, all of us are aspirational in so many areas of life, and one of the areas where we are aspirational is about looking amazing. Yes, everybody wants to grow younger. It's a very trending hashtag. I'm not a person who gets carried away by hashtags, but yet if there is a hashtag which is going to help you, which is going to empower you, I think that's a good hashtag, isn't it? Anything that makes you a better version of yourself, anything that helps you be in a good mood, anything that increases your ability to contribute to the whole world, I think those are the hashtags I want to use the most. And one of the hashtags which I would be pretty happy using is grow younger, because growing younger talks about more energy, more enthusiasm, more creativity, and so many more things. And yes, still it is not be younger. It is not just glorifying of the word young. It is glorifying of the word growing. It is saying that we are a process in which we are growing younger, better, healthier, better immune system, and so much more. So now, oily skin typically seen in teenagers, typically seen from the age of 11 years also. So then we know that in today's times, because of the kind of exposure, because of the kind of mental exposure, yes, mental exposure also influences your hormones. In fact, today more and more females are having problems with their testosterone. More and more females are having excess of testosterone, having some kind of PCOD like troubles, and that studies show could also come from your mindset. Because the more you are trying to compete with a man, be like a man, your body is producing testosterone. The more you're growing short-tempered, aggressive, your body is producing testosterone. So more the testosterone in your body, there are going to be certain concerns which are associated with excess of testosterone. So coming back to the period of teenage, the period of teenage is a period of outburst of hormones. The body has to deal with a lot of changes, most of which are hormonal. And when there is a hormonal upheaval, including a hormonal imbalance, it may not be a hormonal problem necessarily, but there is some kind of body getting used to the hormones. And yes, all of us have some kind of predisposition. So the word predisposition means some of us have a predisposition to curly hair, some of us have a predisposition to put on weight in the arms, somebody may put on weight in the belly. So there is a body type which is a part of your genetics. There's nothing good or bad or right or wrong about it. It is just that this characteristic is a part of your genetics, and that is called as a predisposition. So some people have a predisposition to excessive sebum secretion. This is sebum secretion is also oil secretion. So doctor refers to an oil secretion as a sebaceous secretion or a sebum. The oil is known as a sebum. It is secreted by a gland called a sebaceous gland. Yes, sebaceous glands are very important. They do have their value. Our body needs oil, our skin needs oil. It's an integral part of you. But anything which is an integral part of you, it is great only when it is in the right dosage. You know, when you increase the dose, or when there is an imbalance in the serum, when the sebaceous glands are oversensitive, when they are triggered too easily and they start secreting too much oil, our skin starts getting oily. So we are going to talk about what are the simple things you can do at home, so that you can reduce your oil, you can control your oil. Why am I giving you this kind of a background? Why am I telling you so much about predispositions and sebaceous glands and sebums? Because I want you to understand that we are not solving a problem like a mosquito bite or like a typhoid or a malaria. We are solving something which is a part of your system. We are teaching your system to behave differently to whatever extent it may be possible. Otherwise, we are learning to use products and lifestyle which are in sync with what your body likes, with what your body needs, what your skin likes and what your skin needs. By saying this, I mean it is important for you to follow these steps as a lifestyle. If you are a teenager, you may have to follow a few of these steps for almost 5 to 7 years, even maybe a decade. That is the reason what I'm going to tell you is going to be very, very simple, because I'm not going to tell you very, very complicated, very, very elaborate, very, very expensive stuff. I'm going to tell you something that you can easily do at the comfort of your home for the next whole decade and enjoy the benefits of having good skin if you have oily skin. So if you have a friend who has oily skin, if you have a loved one who has oily skin, remember to share this video with them, because this is going to help everybody who has oily skin. So beginning with, what kind of face wash should somebody with oily skin go for? Most people, I think the trends are changing now, but otherwise they would go for something like a neem or a tea tree based face wash. A neem or a tea tree is an antiseptic, which means if you have pussy pimples or if you have bacteria from the pussy pimples, this could help you. But if you're only getting oily skin, open pores, whiteheads and blackheads, a neem based face wash is definitely not the ideal face wash. A tea tree based face wash could be an overall, tea tree has a capacity to reduce inflammation. Tea tree may help to some extent, neem may help to some extent, but I would recommend somebody to use a neem or a tea tree based product only if they have active acne. If they do not have active acne, they have blackheads and whiteheads, salicylic acid and mandelic acid based products will do much better and will give you control in oil secretion. Because what we are looking at is not at a pimple control, because a pimple control can make you look good. The very next day you will have a pimple and you're upset about the pimple, and I get rid of your pimple is gone and you're no longer upset about your pimple, but still you know that just getting rid of the pimple has not solved your problem. Those of you who have pimple prone skin, those of you who have oily skin, you know that this pimple may just pop up again and spoil your entire evening or whatever special you've planned for yourself, because teenagers are full of plans and there's so much looking forward to, so many events in their life, and so many times a pimple has just ruined those events. So what we need to control is the overactivity of the sebaceous gland, the overactivity of the pimples popping out, the excess oiliness. There is no use of directly going and hitting a pimple and killing a pimple, because that is just a quick fix. That is just something that you're helping at a surface. But since I am serious about helping you at a root level, because I want to make you awesome inside out, I'm going to make sure that your oil glands learn to behave themselves. Your oil glands are not oversensitive or triggered by every change in the environment, by every change in the food. We will stabilize them. So one way to stabilize your oil glands, hi Irshad, good to see you. So one way to stabilize your oil glands is to use a salicylic or a mandelic acid face wash. Yes, you should write down these names. These are available easily at pharmaceutical stores. They can be over-the-counter products. You can easily buy them whichever part of the world you live in. Either you buy a salicylic acid based face wash or you buy a mandelic acid based face wash, or you can buy a combination of a salicylic and a mandelic acid based face wash. Generally combinations work better than a single ingredient, because what one ingredient can give you the other cannot give you. Rather than having higher concentration of a single ingredient, when we get the best qualities of two ingredients, we see that people get better results. Hi Ritesh, what a pleasure to see you. So you can write this down and you can look for any pharmacy based salicylic and mandelic acid face wash which is known as a BHA or a beta hydroxy acid face wash. Yes, you heard it right. I said acid. When I said salicylic mandelic also I said acid. So if the word acid makes you feel oh my god, of course everybody's heard about chemical peels now. People have understood so many things, but still some words do make us feel not so comfortable. They make us feel as if we're applying a lot of chemicals on our skin. But do not worry, whatever I will be prescribing to you, whatever I will be sharing with you is with complete responsibility. Whatever I talk about is approved by the FDA, has given results to so many people, is absolutely safe, has no risks of side effects. So rest assured that without getting caught up with certain words like acids and chemicals and feeling it is not safe, I'm talking about doctors endorsed products. It's over a decade these things have been used all over the world with super promising results. So go there and buy your salicylic mandelic acid face wash for yourself or any of your family member who has oily skin, who feels that when I wash my face in the morning, my face looks very nice, but by the time it is 3 to 4 hours, I start looking very tired. If that is you or that is a complaint of any of your friend or family member, this one share or this one secret could be transformational. Doesn't cost more than 500 rupees. I mean, depending on the pack size and a lot of other things, a BHA face wash could cost you anywhere between 300 rupees to 700 rupees, but it is one of the most brilliant investments you could make if you have even kind of oily skin. Now the second secret that you need to know if you have oily skin is that you must moisturize your skin. The more you dehydrate your skin, the more your skin will get irritated. The more your skin will get irritated, the more your skin will start secreting oil. So let us talk about what are the simple ways to hydrate your skin. I promised you that I will be talking about what you can do easily at the comfort of your home so that you start getting results right now. Everyone who watches this video should start using anything that resonates with them. In fact, I would want them to use all the secrets shared in the video, because when they come together, that is when they're going to get really delightful results. But even if you use one or two things that I'm sharing with you, you will start seeing progress. I am very, very confident, and what I promise as a aesthetic doctor is that let us focus on the progress. People are focusing many times on perfection. They're just looking at what is remaining and what is not great about their skin. Let me tell you, that kind of approach, a perfection approach, will put you in inaction. You will also join the gang which says that I have tried everything and nothing works for me. That's a very, very silly place to be. That's a very, very stupid statement to make. First and foremost, you have not tried everything. In fact, it's impossible for anybody to have tried everything. Besides that, when you say nothing works for me, if you mean that nothing has made me totally flawless, let me tell you, it is impossible for anybody to be totally flawless all the time. Even heroes that you see on the screen having a six-pack abdomen, they don't have a six-pack abdomen every day for a decade. They only have a six-pack abdomen when they put that extra effort. So yes, even if you're getting 70 to 80 to 90% results, I think it makes you look amazing. People who look amazing, look at them, look at their skin, look at their hair, look at their figure, and you will know that they're just 70 to 90% perfect, and that makes them amazing. But when we evaluate our own self, we are too hard on ourselves, and if we are not getting 100% results, where we are not getting perfection, where we are not getting super flawlessness, we tend to feel that things are not working for us. So I would like to gently request you to focus on progress, not perfection. Once you start focusing on the progress, you will see that results are there. And when you start appreciating, celebrating the results and get consistent and persistent with your regimes, you will see that results are getting better and better and better. And today you have photographic evidence. So when I talk about things like pore size reducing, when I talk about things like complexion looking a lot more supple or a jawline getting chiseled, on a photograph you can clearly see this transformation happening. So if you are seeing progress with a product, I want you to stay committed to the product. Of course, regular review is something that is a USP of Skinsense, because Skinsense doesn't think that only prescribing the right product, however great it is, it will complete the job, it will give you transformational results. Skinsense understands that every body is different, and it has its own ways of response, and to get superlative results, a review mechanism is what is the game changer. Similarly, even if you're doing some kind of home care, if you're just imbibing these wonderful steps at home, I would want you to review periodically. 3 weeks is a good time to review, because reviewing every day just puts stress on the system, and unless you're using something very chemical heavy, you are not going to get results in 1 or 2 days. We don't even want to get results in 1 or 2 days. What we are looking at is long-term results. So once you start a BHA face wash, I want you to start reviewing whether it has improved the way you look, whether your skin looks less tired, whether you're getting less whiteheads and blackheads, whether you feel less oily even on sunny days. I want you to review this after 3 weeks, and then take the next step and then continue it, or else come back to me if you still feel that yes, you did it, but it did not show you progress in 3 weeks. I am just a message away. Do not forget that, because I am serious about making a difference through these lives. These lives are not just about sharing knowledge from the books. These are about sharing knowledge from 11 years of my experience, and knowledge which is super simplified and which is broken down so that it becomes easy for you to take action and get the results. So 3 weeks, if you're not getting results, that is if your oiliness is not reduced, send me a picture of yours, write down what you're using, and I will tell you what kind of tweaks you need to make. Maybe there's some tweak you need to make in your diet. Maybe there is a different contact time that you need, because little tweaks are needed sometimes for people who are not getting those superlative results. But with little tweaks, everybody sees progress and awesomeness. So we were talking about moisturization. Plenty of moisturizing lotions are available. Non-comedogenic moisturizers are available. Non-comedogenic means that which does not clog the pores. In fact, most moisturizers are non-comedogenic. Just a few products like Vaseline, products which contain a lot of butters. So then refrain from products which are too sticky, too creamy, too oily, and go for products which are more water based. You can even use aloe vera gel if you're somebody who feels that nothing suits my skin, but I would want you to know that your skin needs moisture. Your skin has too much of sebum and you're quite irritated with this excess sebum of your skin. I do understand, but what you have too much of is oil, and what I am requesting you to add a little more of is moisture, because adding moisture to your skin is going to improve your skin health, is going to calm your skin, and calm skin is less irritated skin, and less irritated skin throws out less oil. I would also want you to moisturize on the inside. So moisturize your skin by eating right, like eat a lot of coconuts, add a lot of coconuts in your curry, make coconut chutney. Coconut chutney is very good for the skin. Fresh chutneys, nut chutneys, peanut butters, any kind of fresh nuts or ground nut pastes and chutneys, they're extremely good for your skin. Coconut is good for your skin, good quality ghee is good for your skin, and seeds are good for your skin. So eat a lot of foods which are known to give you good oils. Remember, fat is not your enemy. There are good fats and bad fats, and good fats are good for you. So write down good fats on Google, write down the names of everything that comes under good fats, and try to include good fats in your diet. No, you are not going to put on weight if you have good fats, because your body needs its own allowance of fat. So you need to eat what you eat mindfully, but please do not run away from fats, because if your skin is not moisturized, if your skin is not hydrated, you will never be able to get out of that vicious cycle of dryness and oiliness and dryness and oiliness, and you will never be able to enjoy glowing, good looking skin. Now what else you may need to do is, as we talk about the oiliness of the skin, most people who have extremely oily skin, especially the T-zone is very oily, they also have an oily scalp. So taking care of the oily skin and the oily scalp together can be a very, very good idea, because many times the sebum is oozing down the scalp, coming on the face, and that is adding to the oiliness of the face. People with oily skin and oily scalp are not even able to apply makeup. Do you know why? Because one is, makeup causes breakouts, and they are so irritated. They know that one day if they apply makeup, the next day they're going to get these breakouts. And the second reason is, makeup turns gray. If you have oily skin, you must have noticed that makeup makes you look all the more dark, makeup makes you look all the more uneven, because whenever under the makeup you're not able to give you good skin and there is oozing of the oil, your entire skin turns gray. So what we say is, like, if I give you a good photograph, and if you know how to edit, if you know how to Photoshop, you will be able to transform a good photograph to a great photograph. Do you agree? Yes, a lot of people are using so many editing tools and turning a good photograph to a great photograph. But is it even possible to use an editing tool to turn a very, very bad photograph to an amazing photograph? Is it even possible? Okay, it may be possible, but then I don't think you're going to get an amazing photograph. So only a good photograph with a little bit of editing can be turned into a great photograph. Similarly, a bad photograph with editing, with a lot of editing, probably can be passable. You may be able to convert it into a average looking photograph, but then you cannot make it an amazing photograph. Editing doesn't make removing a good picture unnecessarily. A good picture is the basis of creating a great portrait with editing. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because all of us use pictures and all of us use editing tools, but here I'm saying this because if you think that you do not have to invest your skin, whenever you need to look good, you will apply a lot of makeup and you will look good. No, it doesn't work like that. Only good skin can make makeup look amazing. Only good skin with a little makeup can look gorgeous. But if you have bad skin, no amount of makeup is going to make you look good the whole day. The makeup looks extremely patchy if you have bad skin, if you have oily and dry skin. If even people with dry skin who are applying makeup knows, makeup settles in the pores, makeup settles in the lines, and it totally makes you look decades older than you are. So do not make the mistake of believing that you don't need good skin. You can use a lot of makeup and you can look amazing. No, good skin is the basis of looking amazing, whether you love using makeup or not. So here I want you to make sure that you First, one of the characteristic of good skin is no excess oil. So we are now talking about how to control the scalp oil, because if you control the scalp oil, it doesn't ooze on the face and it finally controls the oil on the face. So I would want you to use a ketoconazole based shampoo on the scalp. So if you're somebody who has an oily scalp, it's available in the pharmacy. I want you to try a ketoconazole based shampoo. Also, I want you to keep the shampoo on the scalp for at least 5 minutes so that the shampoo gets enough time to work its actives into the scalp, remove the unwanted grease and grime to the scalp, calm the sebaceous glands of the scalp. Regular usage of ketoconazole based shampoo will reduce the oiliness of your scalp, and if you can reduce the oiliness of your scalp, automatically you will see that the oozing down of the oil on your face is also reduced and you enjoy much more good looking skin this summer. So we have completed 2 of the 4 hacks that you can do at home, which I have shared with you. Now hack number 3 is, of course, if you have oily skin, if it is humid, your pores are going to open up, and these pores are going to cause whiteheads and blackheads. And if you're not going to be removing these whiteheads and blackheads on time, it's going to go ahead and it's going to form acne and pimples. Acne and pimples are the pussy secretions, and these acne and pimples can leave marks and scars. So I want you to use an exfoliator, a chemical exfoliant, at least twice a week. I have made multiple videos about exfoliation, especially talking about a chemical exfoliant. So if you haven't watched that video, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch that video. And if you cannot find a link, I am just a message away. Ask me to share a video on chemical exfoliation, and I will only be too happy to share that link of that video with you so that you can understand chemical exfoliation, something you can do at home, something that is not too expensive, and something that is going to remove your problem at a whitehead, blackhead level. Now the last product I would like to tell you is night cream. If you have acne, I would like your night cream to contain some percentage of retinol. Retinol is a vitamin A based product, and it is available from 100 rupees a tube to 10,000 rupees a tube. Of course, there are multiple qualities of retinol available. We will have one whole conversation on retinol. Celebrities are using retinol. Doctors are swearing by retinol for their own skin, and retinol is a brilliant product for acne prone skin. I will be talking a lot more about retinol, but then rather than going for some random night cream, talk to your medical expert if retinol is a great product for you, and what percentage of retinol, how often you should be using it, because I am sure that with these 4 simple steps, which are absolutely doable at home, not expensive, available everywhere in the world, each one of you can have better skin even in the summer. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for allowing me to contribute to your wellness and your beauty. See you.